Dumbass facts.
Where am I facing you?
You can face wherever you want to face.
There we go.
Yeah, just chill, relax, shake it off. Yeah, there we go. Nice.
That's not what I do at all. Please stop doing that. Stop.
Okay.
It's not a good look.
What do you mean?
All right.
Serious. Welcome to the Dumb AF podcast.
I'm Jake Ellis.
And I'm Sare.
You better be right. We are proving or debunking the dumbest facts you've ever heard.
First, we chat, then we fact.
So if one of your friends says a dumbass fact?
Dumb as fact.
So if one of your friends say a dumbass fact, you can clap back. Lines suck.
That's got to be the worst.
I don't do lines, I do improv.
I see. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
That's what the people have to do to be one of our guest judges, hosts on the Dumb AF is the intro, and you've screwed it up. So
I thought it did pretty well. But yes, I am Jake Ellis. Thank you for having me. I love proving dumbass facts.
it is good to have you. Now, you just mentioned to me that you were the head of your debate team or something like that.
Captain of my debate
and
team.
you would win every debate. Is that what's up?
I think so, from as I remember. But I was the captain of my debating team from year 8 to year 12 and at uni as well.
Uh-huh.
I was third speaker, so I didn't actually have a speech.
Right.
I just wrote clapbacks, as you'd say.
Yes.
And just argued whatever we were arguing about.
All right.
And I was very good at it.
Well, you will.
You
fit
act so
in...
surprised.
No, I am surprised. Yeah, no. I'm
like,
sure
give me a
you'd be
pen
good.
and paper. I'll start writing
I
some
feel
stuff
like
down.
you're good at arguing. You know?
I'm witty. I'm very witty.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I think you're a perfect candidate for my guest host on the Dumb AF.
Say perfect or pervert?
Bit of both.
Yeah, okay.
Bit of both.
It's close.
Now, before we get started with our dumbass fact of the day, I'm going to ask you some questions to find out some dumbass facts about Jake Ellis.
Fire
Okay,
away.
Jake, you are a reality TV star. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes? Am I allowed to say yes?
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
The truth would be preferred.
Yeah, I'm a star. No, I'm an OG. I'm an OG, as they say.
What defines an OG?
Original gangster is what it actually means. But
Yeah.
I was like one of the originals,
Okay. Wait,
essentially.
one of the originals from reality TV in Australia. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So what was the first show you were on?
So the first one was Bachelorette in 2016.
Yeah. Who was that with?
Georgia Love. She's single.
Oh.
Again, by the way.
Is she actually?
Sad. Yeah, they're going through a divorce.
Oh, bummer.
Could be my moment to shine.
Your turn to come back around.
8 years later.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
2016. So Bachelorette, Georgia Love was my first show.
Yeah. How many have you been on since then?
3 more. So I've done 4 in total.
Yeah. What were the other ones?
I'm getting there.
I know. Hurry up.
Second one, so I came third in that one. Second one was Bachelor in Paradise, which was the first Australian version. It was the American version of the show.
Yep.
First season in Australia, so I did that in Fiji and essentially won. So I got a girlfriend.
Oh, and who was the girlfriend? That was with
Megan Marks.
Oh,
was my
yeah.
ex.
She's gorgeous. Yep.
Yeah, she's hot. But
But
the running joke is I should have done the block. Because if you do the block, if you come last, you get paid. You get money.
uh-huh.
I just won heartbreak and an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, that's so sad. Jesus.
And then the next one, I was invited back to season 3 of Bachelor in Paradise. I did I guess it was more of a cameo. I was there for a couple of weeks. And then the last one was Celebrity X on the beach. On the beach.
Oh, X on the beach. And where was that?
Spain.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The Aussie version of X on the beach?
No, the UK version.
Oh, it's the best kind.
Oh, no, it was good.
But back in the day, X on the beach was like wild. They'd be throwing punches and screaming and drinks in face. It wasn't like that this time, was it?
No, it all changed. I actually know the reason it changed, but it's quite boring. But
Oh, it's just like
no,
legalities.
there was just worldwide guidelines pushed out because of some things that happened on shows in America.
Yeah, okay.
When there was free-for-all alcohol and all the fighting and all that kind of stuff. It just wasn't responsible service. And I think someone sued one of the production companies.
Yeah.
And then it just got filtered out. But yeah, it was a shame because there was a massive scrap on the Celebrity X on Beach, the one I did. And they just cut it all out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was a UK drill rapper. She was a chick. She smashed a bottle over someone's head, bit security, full escorted out, but then they didn't show any of it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen A Shot of Love with Tila Tequila?
Oh, you do remember that show?
Yes.
Actually, she was hot. Was that the little one?
Little Asian girl. She's a DJ. She's
I do
gorgeous,
remember that.
but she's bisexual. So they had like 10 guys, 10 girls go for her.
Yeah.
I remember there was one guy that got kicked out and he just like absolutely lost it. He was like pushing pot plants. And
Yeah, but they still showed that
punching.
though,
And
yeah?
they did,
Yeah,
because this was like 10 years ago.
No, they don't do it anymore, which is a shame.
That is a shame. Well, next
there you go.
one. Yeah, they
4
love
episodes.
it. Thank you so much.
4 episodes, 4 seasons.
And
Sorry.
hundreds of episodes.
No, not that many.
All right, second question. You earned yourself a fabulous nickname,
Yep.
Jake the
This is gonna be
Snake.
good.
Yeah, Jake the Snake. Please explain, how did you get this nickname?
Okay, so it was the second show I did,
Uh-huh.
Bachelor in Paradise, and funny you bring this up. So the first step. So do you know how it works? Do you know how the show works?
Bachelor in Paradise.
Do you know how it works?
Is
So
it-
there's always going to be either more boys or more girls.
Is it like Love Island? Like they've got a couple
Yeah,
up?
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah,
So each rose ceremony, you got a couple up, and whoever doesn't get a rose gets booted off.
right.
So I got the first date of the season with a girl named Florence, who
Yes.
I'd also had a bit of a history with. We'd hooked up a couple of times before the show.
This is all coming back to me now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So then she was like a love triangle between me and who's one of my good mates, David Lloyd. And then she picked me to stay because I full convinced her that, I was really into her, which I was. She's hot. And I wish I actually picked her in hindsight, to be fair. But and then it looks like in TV land, it was the very next day, but it was a couple of days later, I get taken out for a blind date, which was Megan. So we, obviously hooked up and it was very real. She, obviously we ended up being together for quite some time.
How long? 3 years, was it?
Yeah, I think three and a bit years on and off.
Yeah, right.
Very on and off, which is a whole other story. But we've only got 1 episode so far.
Well, I reckon we'll do 2. So I reckon the story can come out next episode.
And then, so in TV land, it was my turn to pick who stays. So I did drop the ball because I sort of didn't tell either of them it was you or it was you. I sort of said, look, I love spending time with you and I really like that you're being here and stuff. And anyways, cut in a way that it looks like I wanted them both to stay, but then I kicked Florence off.
Yes, I think I remember
And then I
this.
became Jake the Snake. I got so much hate, like thousands of comments and
Yeah,
the snake emoji. And
yeah.
so that's how it all started.
I do remember this, and I was like, "Oh, what a horrible man!" And
Thanks.
no, but then
Yeah.
as it progressed on, and like you and Megan got close, I was like, "Oh, okay, there's actually something going on here," which is quite nice.
But at the time, it was the worst thing possible.
Yeah.
And then they even brought Florence back into the show. They
Yeah.
called her Hurricane Flo. Like she ended up getting the worst
Yes.
edit from it. There's something on YouTube actually.
You came out as a good guy in the end, though, right?
Yeah, and I apologized to her and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the third season I did, I don't know if this is public knowledge, but Megan and I were technically still seeing each other.
Yeah.
But I went back on the show and I walked out for Megan.
Right. Drama.
Yeah, but it was like the roller coaster of my character.
Yeah.
It was like the boring family guy, which I was a family guy, but then they filmed me 24 hours a day and I realised I'm an absolute smart ass.
Yeah.
Became that Jake the Snake, became hated, and then became loved again. It was great.
Yeah. So you're back on the People Love You Now again, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Here's hoping.
Let's hope so.
Okay, easy question. What's your favourite colour and why?
I don't really have a favourite colour. Black. Black.
That's not a colour though, is it?
Yes, it is. It is.
It's all colours combined as black.
Well, I like wearing black. I look good in black.
Oh, it's slimming. Is that what
That's,
it is?
yeah, it
It's
is.
a bit slimming.
It is. White's not so much. I've learnt this.
Yeah. Is this going to be our dumbass fact? Is
No,
black more slimming? No, that's just a fact. That's just.
It is, right? So skinny jeans. Skinny jeans is just slimming. Black or blue.
Yeah. Okay.
I say blue because I'm a sucker for blue eyes.
Ah, I see. Does Megan have blue eyes? No.
Seeing what you got
Mine
over
are
there.
hazel.
Yeah,
Mine
yeah,
are
it's
green.
not quite, but-
Nah, sorry. Sorry to let you down.
Blue eyes.
Megan had blue eyes.
Yeah,
Is that what
she
you're
did.
saying? Yeah. There you
No,
go.
that's not the reason. It's not because she had blue eyes.
Well, I didn't say anything.
That maybe is partly why it's my favorite colour. No.
Probably.
Yeah, let's say blue.
Okay. That's beautiful. I like blue too.
I like black more though.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
Black is a colour.
Well, you are completely dressed head to toe in black. You've got black hair, black headphones,
dark
and
hair,
black microphone.
dark eyes.
Yeah, I would say your hair is black.
Maybe it's the lighting.
Is it brown?
It's brownish black with a little bit of grey.
Bit of grey. I didn't want to bring it up.
I haven't got a haircut. It's a real thing.
Yeah, okay. All right, final question.
Shoot.
Quick one. Go-to karaoke song.
It would. So I used to be able to sing. I was a very good singer.
Oh.
It's a really sad story.
What happened? You got polyps.
I went through puberty and what? What's
Polyps, I don't know. It's something in your throat and it makes you,
Is that a common thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a weird thing to say. It's very
Sorry. I say weird things. Welcome to the Dumb AF.
No, I went through puberty. I was like the lead in the musical in year 7, then my balls dropped. I just went through puberty.
Oh, bummer.
But then my mum was a really good singer and my dad wasn't so much. So I got my dad's singing voice and my brother got my mum's singing voice. My brother's a very good singer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like he's very good. You just wouldn't picture it if you saw him.
Is he in a band or?
No.
I'm actually just trying to see if he wants to be in a band with me because I sing also. Just FYI.
No, yeah,
just saying. That was so cringy.
Oh my God.
I hated that moment.
That's the clip there.
Oh, no.
Now I know what it feels like to be on a cringe podcast. Anyway.
It's actually what this is. It is the cringiest podcast.
Yeah, so no, my go-to karaoke song would be Uncle Cracker Follow Me because it's the only tune I can actually follow.
Cool.
I'm not going to sing it.
I was about to ask you.
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
No.
So one day I'm going to get someone to sing on here and I can't wait for that moment.
I think it's because you need alcohol or drinks to assist that.
Should be another thing that we should be having a drink before we do this. Again, I forgot.
I thought, well, that's what you promised me.
Well,
I'm here and there's nothing around. Not even a glass of water.
Well, you're a bit sick at the moment. You said you've got ear problems.
Yeah, but that's the
that
least of my problems.
It doesn't mean I can't drink, idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's my story.
When we come back and do the research side of things, I'll get us a drink. Okay. So we'll just do the intro now. It's going to be fine.
A couple.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, let's get into it. Our dumb as fact of the day comes from Jake Ellis.
Is it?
Yes. Yes. What is it?
I was sitting perfectly back for that.
I know.
What? Yeah. I don't know if it's a dumbass fact though.
Yeah.
It's a real. I don't know. It's a good thing for me.
Okay. What?
The whole lactose intolerant thing.
What? That everybody is lactose intolerant.
See, I feel like it's grown from when it was just like it was a handful of people. Now it's every fucking. So I'm allowed to swear?
Well, technically, no. I'll beep
it's
it out.
Every person.
I'll beep it out.
I just bleeped it out myself.
You did.
Every person. Bleep that. I'm not lactose intolerant.
Well, yeah, maybe. See, this is an interesting one. Is everybody lactose intolerant? I actually think that this is true. I feel like people are lactose intolerant naturally, but we've kind of built up like a tolerance to milk. Like we are the only animal on this earth that drinks another animal's milk. Is that not weird?
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know.
No,
I suppose we're the only animals on this planet who drive a car.
Yeah, exactly right.
Shit. But no, I said because
there's so many things we're the only animal that does. The only animal that does porn.
Yeah, well,
that's it. Oh, well, like they don't know they're doing porn.
They didn't consent.
David Attenborough's in the background explaining it.
There's
no consent there, by the way. Sorry. It's a weird thing to say, sorry.
You're right. It is.
That's true, though.
It is. Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. But no, because I love milk personally. Like, I'm obsessed with milk. Ice cream, chocolate,
what kind
cream.
of milk?
Well, I like a full cream milk, obviously. I love a full body. I've cupped 2 balls of milk right now in my hands, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
But like normally day to day, like for coffee, I'll drink oat milk because I will feel less heavy. So if I have a milkshake or something, I'm like, you know.
So there's definitely not bringing any boys to the yard because you're.
Yes, I'm bloated. You know what I mean? I'm farty.
Yeah, but hang on. I drink like 3 to 6 liters of milk a week.
Sorry, what?
Exactly.
What do you mean? How?
Straight from the carton.
You drink
No,
it?
I've got a big milk glass, to be fair. And then there's Milo, there's cereal, but like, yeah.
You will
not
drink
just
a glass of milk.
absolutely before I go to bed every night
Why?
because I love milk.
Just like the taste of it. Or
Yeah.
is it soothing?
I don't know, maybe.
No, I'm just.
Sorry.
I'm trying to understand.
I don't know.
So
Why is this so funny? No, hang on.
Just
Stop.
hilarious.
Stop. I'm taking this over. Yes. What's wrong with that?
No, nothing's wrong with it.
I drink a lot of milk. I have it's like a pint glass. I drink a pint of milk before I go to bed.
It's just a very unusual thing for a grown man to say before bed.
Maybe I'm still growing.
Sit down on my little, my little sippy cup of milk and a little.
It's
sicky.
a pint. There's no little
Pint of
sippy
milk.
thing on top of it. And I actually drink it while I'm in bed.
Have you ever sculled milk to the point where it's come out your nose?
No, because I'm a professional milk drinker. It's a weird.
So is it the? I can't get over this. Is it the plain milk that you like the most?
Full cream. Oh, actually, funny story.
Okay.
I don't know if it's funny. So this cyclone that just didn't happen really pissed me off.
Oh.
Pissed me off that all these panic buyers bought all the milk.
Yes, that's
It's very
true.
upsetting. So I usually just go for no brand milk, which is what?
Your black and golds.
No, black and gold.
Okay.
That's
Scrap that.
scrap that. Coles or Woolies, just home brand milk.
Right.
It's fine. Which is like, what is it, like $5 for 3 litres?
I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you, it is. But I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse, but the only milk that was left was this $15 for full cream, $15 for 3 litres.
What has it got? Gold flecks in it?
Well, I thought that. It's, what was it? Something millennial. Oh, no, I'll find out.
Okay.
But now it's very good milk.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit concerned now that I've just increased my milk budget by 300%.
Right. Because it was so good. You're like, I
was
will
very
have,
creamy.
I will have nothing else. Uh-oh. You're in trouble, mate. Especially if we're all lactose intolerant.
I'm definitely not.
So you don't get bloated, you don't get farts, you don't fart a lot, like no.
But like,
Do you? Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you
well, I'm
secretly
human.
fart a lot.
no, not a lot. I'm human, but like, what's considered normal bodily function compared to lactose? I refuse to even accept this.
Well, the thing is for you, I feel, is that because you drink so much milk. And how long have you been drinking a lot of milk?
Since I was like 4.
Yeah, so
3 or 4.
you literally wouldn't know the difference between having a bloated feeling and not having a bloated feeling if you are lactose intolerant because you're constantly in that state. So like up until I started eating gluten-free stuff and oat milk, I know I'm one of those people, it's terrible.
So
like
sad.
up until then, I would have like stomach cramps, like, you know, problems in that space, like because I feel like it had something to do with those things. Now that I eat gluten-free, I feel much lighter and it's, you know, my movements are a lot better. I can tell you that. Great movements. Are you getting good movements or?
Yeah. Yes.
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 I don't know why we're talking about this, but yes.
Because that's what lactose intolerance is all about.
But this is you still not answering my question because you're trying to prove me that I'm lactose intolerant,
Right.
and I refuse to believe that. And
Okay.
because I get angry at people that say they're lactose intolerant, I'm like, not angry. I feel sorry for them.
Sympathy. Right.
My brother's one of them.
Oh.
Because he reckons he used to be able to drink milk because we grew up together, obviously. Obviously. And then now he can't drink milk all of a sudden.
So he turned lactose intolerant.
Well, so he says. He still likes it.
Yeah.
Like cheese, and I love cheese too.
Oh, jeez. Don't even start.
You eat a whole wheel of cheese? I've done that before, actually. Not a whole wheel.
Make one of those big wheels.
Not a whole wheel.
Wow. Okay. You know, this is interesting. I feel like you can turn lactose intolerant, so I'm going to check that out as well.
Please do, because I don't believe this is a thing at all.
Okay.
And I don't believe that I'm lactose intolerant.
You're angry.
And that I am.
You are
this
ready.
This is an attack.
This is an attack.
This is an attack.
So you're ready for the debate then? Because I'm saying that people are lactose intolerant. You're saying you refuse to believe that. No.
I will do no research, but just argue the facts based purely on myself.
Well, mate, luckily you don't have to do anything because I'll do the research.
All right, perfect.
Should I go away and do that?
I think you should.
Okay, good.
No, but I don't know.
I'm doing it. It's on.
No, but I
Too
don't
late.
know. No, I know. It's always on. But I'm concerned because I don't want to know if I'm lactose intolerant because my whole life is a lie.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
That's life changing. Not really. I'm not going to change ever. I'm still going to do the exact same thing.
Dumbest facts. Lactose intolerance. Do you even know what it is, Jake?
Yeah.
What is it?
You can't have dairy.
Okay.
No, hang on. Is that it? What?
Yeah, but like what actually happens to your body? Do you know what I mean?
You get the shits.
Yeah. No, but I mean like what's going on?
It's like just milk curdling. Like I picture a wave of milk, but it's just,
It curdles in you. You have no clue.
Well, I'm not lactose intolerant, so I don't really care.
Well, you might be. Just you wait.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so let me explain what being lactose intolerant actually means.
Let me get comfortable for this second.
Yeah, okay.
This fucking seats suck.
Come on, get into it. So your body doesn't produce enough lactase, which is an enzyme that breaks down the lactose, which is sugar in dairy. Mm-hmm. Do you know that?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know now.
Yeah.
So lactose...
I actually wasn't listening. All I got was lactase.
It's
lacking taste. So you can remember it.
Well, okay, just stick with me here, all right?
Yeah.
So lactose is different from other sugars because it is a disaccharide, which means it's made up of two simple sugars. I should have asked you if you knew what that was.
Sugars.
Yeah.
That's what you sound like. Yeah, keep going.
Glucose is one of them. So that's just like normal sugar. And then there's another sugar called galactose, which needs to be converted into glucose before you can use it for energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you with me? Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, lactase needs to be broken down into glucose for your body to use it. And lactase... No, that's fucked up. That's not right, is it? So
you're telling this story. Keep going.
So
I'm gonna read a book.
No.
I'm listening. Sorry.
So lactase is needed to break down galactose into glucose. This enzyme.
Yes.
You've missed the first part, so you have no idea.
No, I am following it.
Okay.
I'm following it.
Okay. This is how it works. You eat or drink dairy. Your small intestine has no lactase in it, which is the enzyme. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it can't break down this galactose into simple sugars for absorption. You with me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, I feel like you're not. Though.
I am. Everything's just, there's so many toes and lacts.
There is a lot of
lacts and toes.
There is a lack of lactose.
Yeah,
but
I'm listening. See, I am paying attention. Keep going. Yes.
Okay.
So small intestines we're up to.
Yes. Yeah. In your small intestine, lactose remains undigested, so moves into your large intestine, and in your gut, bacteria starts fermenting it. Okay, so gets fermenting, right?
Yeah.
And it creates all these gases: hydrogen, methane, carbon dioxide. And what happens when you have gas stuck in your large intestine?
You fart.
You fart.
Yeah.
Yes. You got it.
I nailed that.
You fart. So body pulls all this extra water into your colon to flush out all the undiagnosed lactose, and that's why you get the poops.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's yeah. Okay. So is that the definition of what lactose tolerance does to your body?
There's so many lactose. Yes, exactly. Okay. That's what lactose intolerant means. So you've got about...
I basically said the same thing in a much shorter time
You just
frame.
said you can't eat dairy. Yeah.
No, dairy makes you feel shit and your stomach and everybody goes all like curdly thing.
Sure.
Curdly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's better than the galactose and lactose?
We're drilling down into the fact, bro.
Yeah, okay, so
now you know.
It's brought to you by Chemist Warehouse, by the way.
Mate, I wish it was brought by Chemist Warehouse. Jesus. So you've got about 30 to 40 minutes after eating dairy or drinking dairy before you actually start experiencing symptoms.
If you're lactose intolerant.
Okay. Okay, here's what's up. Mm-hmm. Globally, around 60 to 70% of people are lactose intolerant.
Diagnosed, or it's just like a wild guess?
Well, it's an average across the global population.
I've worked that out. This is actually diagnosed with lactose intolerance.
Well, I think most of these people aren't diagnosed with it, but they have it.
Okay.
Like ADHD, we've all got it.
That's a different story. But yes.
But yeah, so they have some degree of lactose intolerance. So most humans are born with this ability to digest lactose and then they lose it over time.
What if you never lose it? So are you saying I'm in the winning minority?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
Continue.
Okay, continue. Okay. So we're not supposed to drink milk forever. So early adult humans didn't drink milk. It's not how evolution made us be, right? They were focused on other food. So essentially our body didn't want to waste energy on breaking down lactose.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why we lost this ability to be able to drink dairy. What?
No, but I still drink milk. Like, I'm just trying to work this out, how this fits into my life.
Okay.
Because I still drink milk.
I know you do.
Daily. I had a glass of milk this morning.
You obviously
It's a
feel
pint.
sick over it.
No,
Do you feel sick?
felt amazing. So I started my day.
Well, the ability to digest milk is controlled by this thing called the LCT gene, and that produces lactase in your small intestine. And then it's regulated by this other gene called MCM6, and it tells this other gene when to turn off. And that happens usually when you're like weaning. Mm-hmm. How old are you when you're weaning? You know what weaning is?
No.
Weaning?
It sounds funny though.
It's when you come off the tit.
Oh, I've never come off the tit. What do you mean?
Sorry. For most people, it's ages 2 to 5. For Jake Ellis, it's, how old are you? 33.
Yeah, let's run with that.
Yeah.
I can be 33 for this argument.
No, you're still on the tit. So.
I'm on a tit, not difference. We're getting off track here.
So you're not drinking milk from tits, you're just sucking tits.
No.
Is that what you're saying? Okay, all right. Let me get into some good news for you.
Here you go.
All right. So there is this gene mutation which is called lactase persistence.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can keep producing this enzyme called lactase and breaking down lactose, which means some people, yes.
Yeah. I love the enunciation here. It's so good.
That means that some people.
So I'm a mutant.
Yes,
I'm an X-Man.
that's exactly.
I'm an X-Man.
Possibly you are a mutant.
Fuck, how's that my only skill? X-Men.
Well, I think it's pretty impressive,
Wolverine
actually.
got like metal, fingers.
Yeah,
Whatever.
and you can just drink pints of sippy
Drink
milk,
milk.
sippy cups.
Jake, get on the plane, bring you a pint of milk.
Exactly. No,
Brilliant.
you could be magic. You could be a wizard, a milk
Okay.
wizard, perhaps. But
Okay.
these genetic mutations that happen to certain people happen mostly in like pastoral societies, which means dairy farmers.
Okay.
So if back in the day, years ago, your ancestors were dairy farmers, then it's probably pretty likely that you have this weird mutation.
Interesting.
Yeah. So your ancestors
No.
down with the cows or
Down with the
down with
cows.
the cows?
I have no idea, actually. I don't even know what the fuck my ancestors did.
Well, maybe you should find out.
They discovered Antarctica, to be fair.
They discovered
That's actually
Antarctica.
No, let me come back. That's my dad told me that.
Your dad told you that he discovered Antarctica?
No, not him. His forefathers.
Oh.
Let me look into that because there's an actual thing.
That would be really cool if you could come.
I'm not discovered
and let us
Antarctica.
know
That's
that.
ridiculous. That doesn't make sense. No, I think I said that completely wrong. Or they went to the South Pole.
Oh, they discovered the South Pole.
I don't know.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
So thousands of years ago, these dairy farmers were relying on milk for survival because they had harsh environments where other food was scarce.
Mm-hmm.
So with natural selection, you know how natural selection works.
Yep.
Do you?
Yeah.
How?
Being in the wild.
Okay.
The weak die, the strong live.
Again, you've like really drilled into
in a
just the basic
it's a
nutshell
nutshell,
of it
right?
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Time is money. Let's go.
so it's a random mutation. They have this dairy advantage, because they've got all this nutrition in milk. They've got calories, protein, calcium, hydration, and then others got sick from it.
Mm-hmm.
So those sick people died. And all the milk drinkers had a better chance of surviving and passing on this mutation of being able to drink milk.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So these...
That's a lot.
It is. So these are the most common places where people can drink milk. Okay. East
This will be
Africa.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, East Africa, because milk was like a key
Wait.
part
What do you
of
mean
survival.
they can drink milk?
Yeah,
'Cause
they can.
Anyone can drink milk.
Well, yeah, some people feel
Oh,
sick,
but you mean yeah.
have this mutation.
Mutated milk drinking.
Exactly.
Safely.
Right. East Africa,
Yep.
Middle East and South Asia.
Mm-hmm.
So dairy played a huge part in all their diets.
Yep.
And plot twist, Northern and Western Europe. So up to 90% of people from Northern and Western Europe can drink milk.
With no dramas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you know if you're, because what is your background? Because you got like the dark features and stuff. So I don't know. There's something exotic going on with you.
The joke is I'm a milkman baby.
Is it?
Which fits in with this whole argument.
It certainly
No,
does.
I'm Canadian.
Canadian,
Norwegian.
Yep.
Like deep. My dad was Canadian. Mum was Australian. Irish Australian, I think.
Irish?
I don't know.
Well,
I was very white.
You're pretty good then. If you're from Scandinavia or the UK or Ireland, you probably can drink milk.
I should probably do one of those DNA tests.
You should.
That'd be cool.
That would be
Imagine
cool.
if I was more Scandinavian.
Then, man, you can definitely drink milk.
This has made me want to spark my DNA test.
You should. And then come back to me for the next episode.
Yeah, I can do that. Wow, I didn't know any of that. So I'm in the minority. I've got a mutated gene because I can drink milk till the cows come.
Oh, what? Zing. Yeah, pretty
joke.
much.
Yeah,
well,
wow.
with white Australians, like a lot of us have European ancestry, right? Because the early European settlers were like
Convicts.
British and Irish, yeah. And they brought high lactase persistent rates over to Australia with them.
I love that you got all these facts.
Yeah,
This is
well,
crazy.
this is what
Where'd you find this?
That's what the dumb
Obviously
AF
Google,
was
but
about. Yeah, just mad research.
don't
Just,
work for it, to be fair, but
just read a lot and Google. Is that who you work for? Can I just bring attention to this shirt?
yeah, I shouldn't have worn this.
Local search.
Yes.
We'll find out more about where you work in the next episode.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Do you want to
Okay.
tell us about where you work?
No, not right now. We'll do it
Okay.
again. I should have worn this
We'll do it
shirt. I should have worn this shirt.
You've got a shirt under your shirt. Why don't you take your
is-
shirt off?
No, well, it's too late now. We've already done the episode. It's. It would just look weird when you cut it together.
No, it'll be. It should
So
be
have you got
right.
more facts on this?
Yeah.
So what? Okay, keep going.
Okay. So Australia became a major dairy producing country, right? And,
When?
evolution. What, throughout the
Just
times?
history of life. Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of space for farming, so we have a lot of dairy farmers, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think that's just a fact. It's not a
You're
surprise.
the one reading the fact. I'm just engaged, listening.
We're-
Don't make me
we're
sound
a
like. Don't make me
dairy-
be the dumb AF one over here, because I'm listening to your facts.
You are now because I've done all the research. But yes, there's a lot of dairy farmers in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
We know this. And 5 to 20% are lactose intolerant, probably, of white Australians. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably good. Here's the most common that cannot drink it. Indigenous Australians cannot.
Wow.
80% of them are lactose intolerant.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're not
Okay.
dairy farmers.
No. Yeah.
East and Southeast Asia, 90% of adults are lactose intolerant. West Africa, a lot of Indigenous American populations, and most of Southern Europe as well. Like, they still consume dairy, but it's more like fermented cheese and yogurt, That's lower in lactose.
Yeah. Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Now, remember me mentioning like when you puke when you drink too much milk? Have you ever...
No,
You've never done that, have you?
Isn't that what you drink if you drink 3 liters or something
Yeah. So
in
this is-
one go?
Yeah. Well, so there's this thing called the milk challenge.
Yeah,
Do you remember this that came
Was
out?
that kind of a Jackass thing or something? I do remember
Something
that
like
vaguely.
that. It's
I
like-
wanted to do it because I reckon I could have done it.
I don't think so.
Well,
I'd
you
actually
could-
really,
you
I actually thought about bringing shit tons of liters of milk in here and getting you to do it, but you would vomit all over our recording equipment.
I don't want to do that, but
No.
I sort of want to. Yeah, continue.
Okay.
Why can't it be done? Tell me that first.
Okay. The gallon challenge, it's 3.8 liters of milk within an hour without vomiting. That's the challenge.
3.8 liters.
Yeah.
I could do that.
I don't think so.
I think I could.
And most people fail, so it's not like,
Okay,
don't
okay.
feel bad.
No,
like, you're not going to win everything. But this is why. Your stomach cannot handle that much liquid at once to start. It's a stretchy little muscular bag. It holds about 1 to 1.5 liters of water or liquid.
Yeah.
So you'll get a vomit reflex instead to get rid of all the excess in your stomach. Especially if you're gulping as well. So if you're drinking it really quickly, there's no time for it to gradually empty into the small intestine. So it's just filling up like a balloon.
So it's different to if you just drink a lot of alcohol in it now or water.
Yeah.
Because it just passes through.
Yeah, you're not drinking it just like sculling 3.8
So it's like a security guard. It's like, whoop.
Yeah.
Come through, 1, 2. Stop
Yes.
there. Place is full.
Well, yeah, exactly.
See?
I mean, well,
Great analogy.
some people will scull liters of alcohol, and what usually happens to them?
Who cares? They're not at the party. That's where they are. No one cares.
They're passed out in a ditch with vomit on their shirt.
Okay.
You mentioned curdling.
Yeah.
There is such a thing as the casein curdling effect. So casein is a protein that curdles when it's mixed with stomach acid.
I know, I bought it from a gym shop
Ew.
back in the day. No, the casein powder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. It was a while ago.
You don't know why.
Continue, yeah.
Can you wait? No, I need more information. Why?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I swear I bought that, or his name was a brand. How do you spell that? I'm gonna get my phone and have a look at it quick.
I mean,
well, keep talking while I look at this. Casein.
I need to understand why casein is good for you.
Casein protein. Yeah, that one, gold standard.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, I've seen that before.
Maybe
I've
it's the
seen
brand.
this casein stuff. Yeah, okay. Well, this is how cheese is actually made, right? So the milk is warmed up, and then you traditionally add this enzyme called rennet, which is found in the stomach lining of like baby cows and goats and sheep and stuff. And nowadays they just use like acid, which is vinegar or lemon juice or something like that. But like back in the day, they used this stomach acid stuff. And then the casein like clumps together into curds, which is what happens in your stomach as well.
Yeah.
You've heard of curds and whey, right?
Yeah.
Or like you're Canadian, so you've had poutine before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah?
I don't know.
The chips with the cheese in it.
Oh yeah, I have, yeah.
But it's curds. It's not like a regular.
Yeah. Yes.
Curds. That's what it is. It's like a very basic cheese. And then these curds are all separated from this liquid whey, and then the curds are pressed, aged, and turned into cheese. So it's the same thing. Same thing happens in your stomach.
Is this going to be strange if I say I just got really hungry?
Yeah, it is weird,
That's
but
weird.
it's because I'm talking about dairy, and you love dairy and cheese, so I'm not that surprised.
I'm actually going to get some cheese this afternoon.
You definitely should. I should have brought some cheese.
Oh, we should have been
that
having cheese.
was so dumb not to bring cheese and shots.
Shots of milk.
No.
Oh, vodka, whatever.
So when you chug milk too quickly, it'll curdle like too quickly as well. Mm-hmm. So it turns into thick, clumpy clumps, like chunky clumps.
I got that when you said clumpy clumps.
clumpy clumps. And then it makes you feel bloated and nauseous and shit, basically.
Okay.
So the last thing about chugging milk too quickly is it's got a high fat content, and that can slow your digestion. So full cream milk loaded with fat, your body needs to release bile to break it down. Mm-hmm. So you overload your stomach with way too much fat way too quickly, and it triggers nausea. Like when you have like you get a hangover and you go eat a Macca's burger or something like that, and you just shovel it down really quick, and then you feel really sick afterwards. No, you don't.
No, I have a big glass of milk as well.
Bring your mic over, bro.
Well, you moved it. So you go. When I'm hungover, I drink milk. So this whole thing just sounds weird. It's like it's very entertaining and mental blank.
What, factual?
Yeah, I was just say factual.
But so you've never eaten a greasy burger and just wolfed it down and then felt sick afterwards?
Oh yeah, like mildly sick. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got iron guts, is what you're trying to tell me?
No, I don't know. I don't know how to take all this.
So you've never shit yourself?
No, never, unless I was a baby.
Really?
And on the other side of that, I've only thrown up 5 times in my life. So
really, why?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
So what? You just like swallow it down?
Yeah.
It's in your mouth, and you're like, nah.
It's all a mental game. I've talked myself out of it a few times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, it was. Where was I?
What the fuck?
Maybe I have ADHD as well.
You definitely do. We all do.
Yeah.
So you like drank too much, or was there other situations, or is it like food poisoning and you were like, nah, forget it, I'm not having food poisoning?
No, even food poisoning. Like I've been to Bali 15 times and I've never had Bali belly.
Really?
No.
What? Not even a sore stomach?
No.
See, I'm like not a big vomiter either. Like I never will vomit. Shitting my pants, different story though. Do it all the time. Love it.
Why am I not surprised? You just got that look about you for some reason.
I've got the look of a woman who shits her pants.
That girl shits herself.
What does that kind of
I mean
woman
that in
look
the
like?
nicest way possible.
I don't know how to take that. How does someone take that in a nice way?
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Rough chick.
I didn't mean that.
All right.
So you can't breeze past that. Sorry, I take that back.
No, I'll take it. I know exactly what you mean. That's what's so sad. So,
I've never called out anyone in my life.
That's what the dumb
It's
AF is
fucking
all
great.
about.
It's a great insult.
Cold milk can also shock your system. So ice cold, right, milk, your stomach gets temperature shock, and then you can get cramps, nausea, and you can vomit. So your body likes body temperature stuff, which is like 37 degrees Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
So fridge cold milk is about 4 degrees.
Yeah.
So you can get like this spasm in your stomach and muscles, and you feel sick. And lactose intolerance doesn't help.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's very interesting.
Now, don't get confused with like a dairy allergy though, because some people actually have allergy to dairy. So they have like an immune system overreaction.
Yeah, it's completely different, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the immune system like mistakenly sees dairy proteins as like casein and whey as a threat, and then attacks them, and then releases all these like histamines, triggering all these allergic reactions. So you could get like hives and runny nose and sneezing or vomiting, but also like swelling, and then you could get into anaphylaxis and, die.
EpiPen, we go like
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. Completely different. Than
I did not know
lactose
any of
intolerance.
this. It's just never affected me. So I feel sorry for a lot of these people.
You feel sorry for them?
Well, I feel for the 60 to 70% of the world's population that's to deal with this when they just want a cold glass of milk.
Yeah.
I love I want milk now.
Like an iced coffee. I know.
No, not an iced coffee. We're talking about milk.
That's milk in that.
Yeah, it's not a whole glass of milk. It's different.
Well,
A little dab of milk in your coffee.
I don't know how many people out there actually having a pint of milk before bed like you.
Oh, me.
Unusual. Very unusual. Now where the fuck am I fucking...
It's very interesting.
It is interesting.
I laugh at my brother all the time because he's like, can you become lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well,
I
technically...
thought he was making it up.
No, technically, like, that's how it works because we all become over time.
Because we're all weaning.
Yeah, well, we get weaned and then we stop being able to break it down. You heard you didn't hear it.
Heard the what? Break it down. The what?
You're going to say I have to really re-listen to the whole episode just so you know what it is.
What?
Repeat back to me what lactose intolerance is so I know we're at least on the same page with that.
This is an actual test? So it had something to do with the lactose and the galactose.
Yep. Good.
And do I have to repeat what you said?
Yeah.
I understood it.
What did you?
It's got something to do with like an enzyme insufficiency that goes through your small intestines. Something doesn't break down correctly, creates methane gas. That's why you fart, etc., etc.
Oh, you do have it.
If you drink too much milk and it curdles in your body, etc., etc.
Yeah, sick.
Basically it.
What else did I say? No, I'm just...
Is that basically right?
Yeah, that's it.
No, I understood what you're saying. I'm very intelligent. But like I'm not going to go around like throwing out galactose and lactose and...
You're not?
And then there was like a 70 to 80% of the world's population is lactose intolerant. It's great in... West Africa.
We're gonna cut all of this out though. You know?
Oh, perfect. Then
Yeah, good. Yeah, you have been listening, which is mad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so before we wrap up, I thought it might be fun to just do a little test.
Shoot, let's go.
A little test for some fun stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, comfortable.
Here we go. I feel like you would know the answers to this, being such a big milk fan.
Yep.
Okay. Farmers Union iced coffee, which you've said that isn't milk, but whatever, outsells Coca-Cola in South Australia. Is that true or false?
True.
Yeah.
Yep.
By how much?
Like, we talking dollars?
No,
talking
like
liters?
times. Like how many times?
6 times.
Ooh, that was a bit bold. That was really bold.
Too much?
No, way too much.
3 times.
3 to 1. Yes.
Oh, it's close.
3 to 1. It wasn't. Double that.
Yeah.
But it's a cultural staple in SA. So
Glad I didn't say like 50 times or something.
yeah, that would have been ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least I still got it right. 6 times.
But it's one of the few places in the world where coffee actually outsells Coke.
Is it the brown bottle?
What?
The bottle.
The
iced
Farmers
coffee.
Union?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You want me to Google it?
No, it's okay.
I'll Google it for you. Here we go.
Because I also know what they're used for
What?
by some people.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm pretty sure like that don't.
No, there's this one, the white carton.
Oh, that one.
With the blue around it, kind of like.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Why? What were you going to say?
No, it's irrelevant now.
No,
Glad you showed me that photo.
No,
it's completely different.
I need to know now.
No, what am I thinking of? You know the big iced coffee one?
Yeah. The break?
That's
Ice
it.
break?
Yeah, like I'm not a stoner, but I've seen a lot of bongs in my time that have been made from them.
Oh, bong from a milk carton.
Yeah.
That's so random.
It's not. This is not my thing. I hate that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree. That's when
Sure
I throw up.
do.
No, seriously, that's a real thing. I hate it.
Okay, I believe it.
But that's that's cut that out.
That's
anyway.
what you've heard. I'm not going to cut that out. Okay, what was the controversial milkshake-related campaign launched by the Australian government back in 2021? And if you don't know, I can give you a multiple choice.
Okay, go. No, I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay. Was it the Dairy Goodness Initiative, the Milkshake Consent Video, the Healthy Bones...
Milkshake what?
Consent.
Oh, consent.
Yeah. Was it the Healthy Bones Challenge or Got Milk, mate?
Got milk.
No.
Healthy bones.
No.
What?
Nah.
Oh,
It was the Milkshake Consent Video.
What does that mean? Like,
Don't you remember this?
No.
Oh my God, there's the
consent is a
weirdest-
different word for like
Yeah.
not that's.
No, it was
Yeah.
it was meant to be a sex campaign about consent.
Oh, so yeah, it was about that.
Yeah,
With
no,
milk.
it was with milk, but it was a milkshake, and it was like this couple sitting in a bar, and it's all like old school and stuff. And then she's like, "Oh, do you want my milkshake?" And he's like, "Nah." And so she starts smearing it all over his face. Haven't you seen this?
No, can we pull this up quickly?
Yeah, absolutely. We can pull this up. I got it for you.
Oh, so it was two birds, one stone.
What do you mean?
Well, it was talking about milk and sex.
How is that two birds, one stone?
Because why the fuck would they be in the same? Why would they? Sorry.
It doesn't make any
Doesn't
sense
make any
what you're
sense.
saying. Milkshake consent. Here we go. The Good Society.
No, I was actually going to say. Oh, here we go.
To cross into the action zone, both people must agree.
Do you want to try my milkshake?
Yes, I do.
Some geeky looking
better
people,
than
by the way.
Yeah.
You know, I think I prefer mine.
But what happens when one person takes action without an agreement?
You do, huh? Well, drink it. Drink it all.
Why is the milkshake so? That just
Thick.
looks like shaving cream.
That's a thick shake. Yeah, so
I don't remember this at all. This is a 5-minute thing.
yeah. We're not going to watch the whole thing.
No,
though.
but like what? Where do they show this at schools?
No, it came out as part of the like Aussie government, I don't know, campaign, and people just heard of it. I guess it was online, and it got shared around, and then everyone was like, "What the hell is this? Like, this is the worst campaign ever."
I've never seen that.
It got absolutely shamed because
Yeah.
they didn't even talk about. They didn't mention sex at all. They didn't say the word. It was a female doing it to a male. I don't know what they were hoping to do. Be like, "This is what it's like, guys." No,
Yeah.
it's not like getting milkshake in your face. Slightly different.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I only watched 30 seconds of it.
I know.
Confused.
You should watch the rest of it later.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
Next
definitely
question.
don't remember that. I would never would have guessed that either.
Okay, next question. In what year was milk more expensive than petrol?
Right this second.
No.
Today.
No.
Well, the milk I bought the other day was more expensive.
Which one are
than
you
petrol.
getting? Unpasteurized,
No, it was-
unhomogenized,
did I not
raw
say-
milk.
I don't know. Must have been. It was when this
Can't be.
cyclone almost came. There was no milk. It was $15 for just $5 a litre.
Whoa. That's insanity.
It's amazing milk too, by the way.
Maybe it was raw. No,
So we're talking
not
just
this
like
year.
home brand milk.
Yeah.
COVID.
No, it was before that.
Was it?
Yeah, 2015.
I can't remember that far back.
Mm-hmm. You can't remember that far back.
No.
Jesus. Okay, here we go. One that you will surely be able to get.
Let's hope so.
Which flavoured milk brand ran the ad campaign with the slogan "Kill Hungry, Thirsty, Dead"?
This is multiple choice?
Mm.
Okay, go.
Oak, Big M, Dare, or Ice Break?
Say the phrase again.
Kill Hungry, Thirsty, Dead.
Say the choices again.
Oak, Big M, Dare, or Ice Break?
Dare.
No.
Big M.
No.
What was the other one?
It's Oak.
Oh, fuck. Well, I don't drink oat milk.
Just straight up.
Straight milk.
Freaking
Oh,
full
no, I do drink.
cream.
No, Oak just released. No, they do. They've got like a high protein shake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to check that out. Okay, finally.
Like, I'm sucking at these questions. This is really
You
embarrassing.
actually are. I was really thought you were going to do better than this.
Just
but- What is the process called that kills harmful bacteria in milk?
Multiple choice.
Oh my God. Fermentation, pasteurization.
Pasteurization.
Yes. Well done.
Can you do like the round of applause sound as well?
I sure can.
Yeah, okay, cool.
No
Yeah.
problem. Well done.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's that one that you got. See, pasteurization is kind of important, which is why you probably didn't have raw milk, because raw milk is illegal. You're not allowed to have it.
Why?
Because you haven't had the processes that kill these harmful bacteria
Ah,
and
okay,
actually
yeah.
save the population.
Yeah.
Can carry like E. coli and all this gross
Oh,
stuff.
yuck. That's I don't want to drink that then.
Yeah, and don't have it straight from the cow's teat.
The teat.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I've thought about it though before.
I mean, me too. Who hasn't thought about that? Come on.
No, now I just got. Do you remember? I don't know when you're like growing up, you go to like a farm. I feel like it's a school excursion. You don't.
Yeah,
Did you do that?
yeah.
And everyone gets
And
to
you-
milk the.
Yeah, everyone's gonna it's just the hand
That happens on
movement.
those trips too. No,
Yeah.
you got to milk the. You milk the cow.
Experimentation.
Yeah, it depends on what age you're going. Anyway, but like I remember how dirty that milk in that bucket was. It's like some old rickety, rusty bucket that you're doing it into.
Yeah, would you drink breast milk out of like some random chick's titty? Okay, you're looking at me like you would. And so would I, to be fair. What are we talking about? Of course we would.
Yeah, I thought you were saying what are we talking about? Cut that. Yeah. Anyway, I've often thought about like fucking be cool just to have your own dairy cow
Right.
at home. But then I realised like it's not good for you.
Like a mother?
A mother cow.
No. Human mother.
What? Oh, there's so many ways we could go with that. And I'm not going to jump on that. I'm not going to bite.
Okay, fair enough. Dumbass facts. Well, there you go. Lactose intolerance is very common throughout the global population. Around 70% of people have it.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people, possibly yourself, that have this lactase thing that helps them drink.
Mutant gene.
Yeah, mutant gene. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yep.
You know what I think the most interesting thing that I've learnt this entire time is?
What?
That you drink 6 liters of milk a week. That is too much milk. Hey?
Even after all those facts, I'm still okay with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're probably one
If
of
you
the
want to
one of
be
the people that
big
are
and
fine.
tall like me,
Hmm.
I'm 6'4", by the way.
You are quite tall,
Not
yeah.
a gloat or anything, but when I was a kid, from the day I was born, the day I could walk and talk, Mum said, "Now drink your milk if you want strong bones and you want to go big and tall."
Well, did you breastfeed?
I don't remember that, and I don't want to think
How
about
do
that.
you not
right now.
know if you
I don't want to think.
breastfed?
I don't want to think about that right
What
now.
do you mean? You probably weren't.
We're getting off topic anyway.
You weren't breastfed, and that's why you like milk so much.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe
Who
you were
knows?
breastfed until you were like 5.
No.
That actually makes more sense.
No, I definitely wasn't.
Mm.
No. Mm-hmm. You know, this is a weird conclusion, but
The conclusions are always weird. Okay, Jake. You should
my
end this.
conclusion. Can I say my
Yeah.
quick conclusion? Then
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
actually close it out.
Yeah, please.
My conclusion is, if you are lactose intolerant, it sucks to be you, and I do feel sorry for you.
Suck a dick.
Suck.
That Suck
would've been
a
way better.
milky dick. Oh no, that's not what I've just said. Oh god. If you've got a dumbass fact, you need proved or debunked, hit us up on our socials. The Dumb AF Podcast. Our email is dumbassfacts
Can't do it.
gmail.com.
Yeah.
And our website is thedummyfpodcast.com. After that, would you be inclined to come back for another episode?
Are you talking to me?
Who else would I talk to? You're the only one in the
Even
room.
after that weird summary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
conclusion, yeah.
I'll still whatever. I'll still come back. Milky dick. Yeah, I'm back.
Even after all the lactose and lactase.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back.
All right,
I'm back.
great. Dumb AF, the Yes, that's right, dumb AF. It stands for dumb as facts, not that other thing that you were potentially thinking of. No, it's dumb as facts.